Welcome back to another episode of Who Am I to Judge podcast. I'm Alexis.
And I'm Samantha. Welcome back to the show, everybody.
I was late, y'all. I want to
She
one thing about me,
was.
I'll own it. I was late, no excuses.
What
Um,
were you over there doing?
I just had to handle something. But
Oh,
no worries. What is up with you? Tell me about
see
you.
how I don't give you a hard time?
We're
Um,
different people, but one thing I do is I don't say, well, I had a lot of things to do. All I say is I own it and I accept it and I was late. I take it
did
on the
you
chin.
apologize?
I did. I thought I did, but I'm sorry. I
I'm
absolutely am
just
sorry because
kidding.
I actually hate when people are late. So I am absolutely very
It's
sorry.
fine. I'm just yanking your chain. How are you
I'm
today?
good. I'm good. It's been a long day. I'm happy to talk to you. How are you?
I am good as well. I feel like just the state of the world has gotten to me a little bit, but I'm just staying focused and keeping hope alive.
Got to
So,
keep hope alive. But we
yeah,
got a lot to talk about, y'all. So
we do.
let's get to it. Okay, so
Yeah, let's
do you want me to?
I'm like, where should we start?
I do want to talk about briefly, and this is like who's on trial or donkey of the day is the man who was in our comments. I do want to bring that up. So this man, like literally, this
Alexis.
random ass, old ass man, he's probably like in his late 40s, early 50s.
You are
Um,
so funny for this.
commented on our page saying like y'all need
Instagram.
to shut up and get lives or something. It was under our video about Beyonce when we were talking about Mama Tina's gumbo. I think he might have been a Beehive stan, even though we are sisters and brothers. That's our brother. But anyway, so he was like y'all need to get lives and shut up or whatever. And so
He was
Samantha,
like, I hope you don't quit your day
I hope you
job.
don't quit your day job. That's what she said. So then I saw that Samantha had put a notification, like had responded. So Samantha said, I'm about to pull it up.
I don't even know if it's still there.
It might be there, not there because I blocked him. But he basically, Samantha said something like, what'd you say?
I don't know. I was like, does your day job like require you to be a hater or something?
Right, that was it.
Something
It
like
was something
that.
like that. Like,
Like,
does your
is a part of your day job being
yes,
a
as being a hater part of your day job or something like that. And then he responded back like, y'all whack ass podcast, like you only have 20 followers or something. And then I was like, said something like, but you're still commenting. Like, it's just like, if like you don't care, leave us alone, basically, as we say at the end of our pod every time. And then he said something else like, whack ass, whatever, something like that. And I was like, you're still commenting. And then I blocked him. Because he didn't respond back for like another hour and a half after me saying you're still commenting. And I'm just like, right? Like, if you don't care and we're whack, why are you still commenting? I just don't understand that.
Alexis, you're so
But
funny. I
we
had no
are
idea you were about to pray that. I'm like,
but
that's not the first bad comment we've
but that's the
gotten.
first bad comment we got. And so we just want
It's not. That's
oh,
why I
it's
said
not? Oh, okay. Well,
no,
it's not the
girl.
first bad comment we got, but it's the one that I feel like I actually responded to and I laughed at because I'm just like, how did you come across this? You don't follow us. Like, this is insane. But
It's because we were posting and it was going out into the ethers. But anyways,
we'll get to the real topic. But
Alexis,
I
you're
just wanted
so
to say
funny.
we don't have donkey of the day, but he's the trash can of the day, the trash bag of the day or something. So there you go.
Alexis. Anyways, so yeah, let's get to it. Who's on trial? I think maybe we should first talk about Chappell Roan.
Oh God. So let's talk about
Because
Chappell Roan,
there's a
y'all.
lot going on with her.
Do you want to talk about it or do you want me to give the framework?
You can give us the framework
Okay.
because I can fill in some details.
So Chappell Roan was in a fancy hotel. We're talking fancy hotel, like a hotel where it's like celebrities only, basically a really wealthy, rich stay in Brazil. She was eating breakfast in the garden, like courtyard area of this hotel's like breakfast area, lobby area, and she was with her security and also security for the Lollapalooza festival. So, coming up to, and we'll reveal who it is later, but basically a 11-year-old girl went, over to her table,
Past her
walked
table.
past her, not interacting at all with Chappell,
She
no
like just
hi, no wave,
smiled.
nothing. smiled, and walked back, checking to see if it was Chappell Roan. Eventually, then Chappell Roan's security that were tasked to be around Chappell came and berated the young girl and her mother, saying, like, you should know better than that. You should be teaching her better than that. Long story short, Chappell Roan probably thought that was another Tuesday. Later that day, the football player for a Brazil team, what is his name? Let's
Mhm.
look up his name.
Let's
Um,
see.
Gio
Jorge
Giorgino Georg
Jorginho.
Georgino or permit excuse us, y'all, but he plays for Flamengo in
Jorginho.
Brazil. He's a midfielder, and I'm gonna say Georgino or Georginho. He posts on his Instagram story saying that his 11-year-old stepdaughter, but he calls daughter and wife were basically harassed by security and treated very poorly by Chappell Roan security. At like basically Chappell Roan doesn't deserve the fans that she has because she treats them so
Yeah.
poorly. And so then it comes out that like, yes, not only is this famous soccer player's stepdaughter, this is also the daughter of Jude Law, the actor, who was very famous in the early 2000s in America. And so basically, Chappell Roan now has this social currency where she's really fucking up, because it's like, this wasn't just, I mean, it's bad either way, but this wasn't just a normal 11-year-old. This was an 11-year-old Nepo baby. And so
Yes.
immediately Chappell Roan makes a video saying, well, I actually backtracking all the things she normally says, basically saying, well, I didn't actually see them other than the girl. The security aren't with me. This was in my security. I didn't even know a girl came near me. I'm so sorry. So then
I didn't hear her say, "I'm so sorry,"
he
but
said, I really feel bad and I'm really sorry if they felt scared, because that's probably really scary if a big security guard came. She said something like that. So
okay.
then the daughter, the 11-year-old girl's daughter, I mean, the 11-year-old girl's mother makes a video and responds to Chappell Roan and basically
Catherine
says,
Harding.
and this is again the ex-wife of Jude Law, now wife of the soccer player. And she basically recounts everything I just told you. Like, actually, her daughter basically was just kind of like, well, I think that's Chappell Roan. And she was like, well, why don't you go and see? They were the garden was accessible to everyone at the hotel because the doors are open. There was many other people eating out there. She walked past the table and came right back to report back to her mom. It is Chappell Roan. She did not do anything else. And that her daughter, she kind of did a slight flex. Like, her daughter basically is a Nepo baby. Her daughter is used to being around very wealthy people with a lot of access. She knows how to behave herself because she's been doing this since she was 0. And so she this wasn't like fangirling moment over Chappell Roan because she's around this shit every day, basically. And so then I don't know
And
if
she
you
was
saw,
a fan, but she was just like, "I'm
right,
just
but it
gonna go
wasn't like how
see,"
we would be with Beyonce in a
or
room. It's like
just
she's been in rooms with famous people all the time. Her fucking dad
yeah,
is Jude Law.
she had, she had the etiquette of just, like, not
Exactly.
saying anything to this woman.
And then finally, the hotel, I don't know if you saw, but the hotel came out and made a statement saying it was not their security. It was not their security who talked
Right.
to the girl. And so basically they're saying, this
This
is
is
fucking
Chappell's.
Chappell's.
Yeah.
So,
And
I
especially because they like, I'm sure the hotel wanted to make a comment because
yes.
apparently the governor or I don't know,
Yes,
not
so
the
the
governor.
mayor of Sao Paulo makes a
Yes.
statement saying she will never do, I forget what it's called. It's like, it's
Mm,
basically that concert that they do on the beach where it's like
yes.
breaking records. Madonna's done it, Lady Gaga's done it, Mariah Carey
Yeah,
has done it.
Beyonce, I
Um,
think.
yes, I think Beyonce's done it too. And he
And
was
she was
like,
like, "You will never do
she
that."
will never do it, which is like, I mean, that's a big
That's
deal.
huge,
It's
yeah.
huge. And I think that's why she made the video to get ahead of this, because
Mhm.
it's such bad press. But what is your thoughts?
Oh my god. It was just like she just did it to the right one. She finally did it to the right
She
one
better
because
match.
she's been doing like I feel like Chappell Roan every time she's in the news, it's like, "Stop talking to me. I just wanna maintain my
Yeah.
boundaries," and like
It's very
she's just
Karen of her.
really mad at, having fans, um, having people pay attention to her, perceive her, because that's really all that little girl did. Like, she did not speak to her. She just literally was like, "Oh, like, that's somebody, or that's Chappell Roan."
Identified her in public, literally.
Yes, perceive this woman. It is just like, you could have breakfast in your room. Like, let's
Mhm.
start there. Like, if you do not wanna be perceived in any way, shape, or form, you
Room
stay in your
service.
room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like or
Easy.
you get your own,
Private, like, room
s
to have
Yeah, suite with a
yep.
garden where you can
Mhm.
go out and
In your
nobody
little
will see
patio.
you.
Mhm.
Yes, like and so, yeah, I'm just like it's just funny that she did it to this girl who happens to be, like, so connected with, like, the mayor of Brazil
Because
and a
people don't
soccer
play about
player.
soccer
Right, the
exactly.
soccer player,
Mhm.
and then also in America, it's just like, damn, you cross the borders of countries of the both
Yes.
South and
Well,
North
this is the
America.
thing that it might be hard for us to believe, but it's the truth. She fucked with someone's daughter who was more famous than her. Like, it's always blows my mind when I leave the US
Mm.
how big of stars these soccer players are
Oh,
in every
yeah.
other place, right? This is someone who is, I am confident saying, is more globally like popular than Chappell
Mhm.
Roan. And I think she understands the magnitude of that. And that's why she immediately sent a video. Because trust me, if she this is a normal Tuesday, I'm sure she's done this to plenty of other
Right,
children.
that's what I'm saying, this is a normal Tuesday. And it's just
Mm,
like,
mm, mm.
girl, like, I've never seen anyone be so
This is my thing.
weird
Mhm.
about being famous, but this is, like, what you wanted. Like, I saw
Thank
somebody
you.
posted that she went to a Grammys, like, the Grammys camp when she was a kid. Like, like,
She
you
wanted to be a
wanted to
star,
be a
baby.
star. And even, like, your song, like, Pink Pony Club, I feel like is
Yes!
giving very, like, starving artist, like
I moved to California or Nashville, whatever the fuck she's talking
yes.
about to make it. Yes.
And so
I'll
it's
be
just
okay,
like, get
mom type
over
shit.
yourself. Get over yourself,
I think
girl.
that's the biggest thing in the most through
You
the through
should
line
you're
through all of
lucky
this
we
that you
give a
said.
fuck about you.
And I think that's the biggest thing you said, which is like, it's clear this is someone who has a very inflated ego to the point where you don't think people like you think you are above people just even identifying you on the
You
street.
just got here.
And yeah, and I think that's something she has to understand. That's like you're new, so your impact can be completely diminished and disappeared in a day, right? You're not at the level of a Lady Gaga, Beyonce, Rihanna, where bad press is still gonna it doesn't matter, right? It matters to her. I think to me, it just goes to show this is someone who thinks they're too good for a common person because I really think she thought this was a normal non-celebrity person and she had the grounds to treat this
Right.
as such. People are allowed to walk near you as a celebrity, bitch. Like you, and that's another thing people were saying. Like it also speaks to how, like, her first gut reaction is to throw other people around her under the bus, being like, "Well, it was security and they weren't
Right,
affiliated with me."
exactly.
So much it's like, no security
Take
I'm not gonna say that.
responsibility.
No staff at a hotel that is on the level of global superstars are staying at would ever speak to a daughter of somebody
Right,
like
and come
that
up
in
to
any
them.
way. Yes.
Right, because they know who they are. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like, they know
Mhm,
who's staying at their hotel.
mhm.
They're serving their guests.
This is the thing, you can go back to Missouri. Like, you like,
That's my thing. I'm just like,
no one's
I
holding a
can't
gun to your
believe that
head.
right, she just got here. Like, I'm like, you were just normal folk. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I don't understand how you make that leap so fast of just like, please, like, I just don't want to be talked to or like it's just like you're lucky we even care about you.
But also, why are you too good to be talked to? Like, that's the question I have because to me, like, I don't know. I don't know if
Right,
you
you're a
follow. Do you follow?
person.
Is it the right word on TikTok?
Maybe.
I love
I
her.
be
She's a
knowing
black
people by
girl.
face.
She's a black girl who,
I'll look
like,
it up.
talks a lot about celebrities, but in a critical way. And she talks about how like a boundary is something that is set by you and you are the only person responsible for keeping the boundary. You cannot
Mhm.
control the behavior of anybody else but yourself. So it's weird because it's as if Chappell believes everyone else has to hold her boundaries when they are not responsible for her boundaries. It's like you said, if your boundary is that you don't want to ever be identified or
Right.
seen, then you eat breakfast in your room because that's your responsibility to hold
Right.
your boundary.
Exactly.
Or you do what Beyonce does and pay for so much privacy that we never
Yep.
see you. But Beyonce is not going to scream at us for seeing that it's Beyonce because you can't control other fucking people. It is
Right.
weird to me that Chappell believes that we are all
It is
beholden
weird.
to her internal boundaries.
Yes.
And also, you're not fucking God, bitch. Like, it's
I
just
mean, I
like, who
think
do you
that
think you are?
yeah, I think that this is probably a great example of just that. Like, we are all supposed to, for some reason, protect your boundaries
Right.
or even know what your boundaries are and keep that at the forefront of our,
Lives.
our
Right.
lives that, when I'm living my life. Like, I feel
Right.
like that is, I'm sure there's
Very
a
entitled.
thesis in there
Mhm.
about just, white womanhood
Mhm.
and all of
Mhm.
that. But yeah, Chappell's weird. I'm like,
And
you
I'm
do
like
so much to get so much attention. You finally got it,
right.
and
And I'm just
you could
like,
not be like, you're here to perform. That's another thing. I'm
yeah.
like, you are here to do a job,
And
and
that's
you are
part of the job, is that, like, when you
yes.
go out in public, you are recognized. That is part of the job
Yes,
of
it's a part of
celebrity,
the
yeah,
job.
right?
It's
Like,
a part of the
that
job.
it's not that you're supposed to it's fucking Hannah Montana and you wear a wig and we don't know who you are and then you take the wig off.
Right.
It's like, no, we know who you are when you're Chappell Roan on stage and Chappell Roan on the
Right. If you're
street.
at Barnes& and Noble,
Right.
bitch, we know
You
who
are a
you are.
celebrity. But I'm
Yes.
like, "Why?" But also I'm just like,
And she didn't even say shit to you. That's
right, that's
that's
what
the
I'm saying.
crazy part.
That's the part that I
That's the
don't
crazy
understand,
part.
where I'm
It's
just
like
like,
you've taken this to another
right,
level.
that's the part I don't understand. It's like, why are you so triggered by someone just looking at you? That's the question I have.
That's some internal, like, I don't know. I
It's
don't
as
know what
if
it
it's
is.
like, you know how there's like those rumors about like J Lo where it's like she's like, "Don't look at me in the eye," like to her staff.
Mhm.
It's like, ugh, what? Like, what are you on, Chapel? Like, it's like, do you think you're so good that no one can fucking
Or
look at your
that's not
ass?
healthy for you. Like, do you not want us to look at you because you're insecure? Like, what is
No,
that?
I think she's thinking like, I think this is what I think, and it's very like white woman of her. I think she thought she could get attention from and being and also be looked at as like a pioneer of of like access and privacy when it comes to celebrity. Like I think she probably thought like it would like, originally when this
Right,
all
we're gonna
started with
get
like the
on board.
paparazzi when she's yelling at them and stuff being like I'm going to draw boundaries. And I think people were generally around her supportive because they were like, yeah, the paparazzi sometimes can get crazy.
Yep.
But I think she has taken it too far where it's like you lose nothing by just letting someone look at you. You lose nothing even if someone waved at you. Like,
Right.
it's like there's a level of like it's
Isn't
not
that what you
invading
want?
and it's also just not invading privacy. Like there are times where I'm walking down the street and I happen to see my neighbor who recognizes me and I'm on the phone and they'll just put their hand up and say, "Hey." Like it's not an invasion of privacy in that situation. Like
Right.
I I don't understand. I guess that's where I'm
Crossing paths with somebody and somebody recognizing you is a part of life. And I'm like, and
right.
don't you want people like, I'm like,
Famous
I
or
feel like
not.
that would be the moments, especially this one. Like, she didn't say anything.
Mhm.
Like, it'd be different if it was just like, okay, being a celebrity is overwhelming. Like, people run up to me and it's like,
Mhm.
it's just like, no, like, this girl recognizes me. She probably listens to my music. She smiled at, like, I feel like that's like what people write in the movies, like, oh, and I winked back. Like,
Mhm.
I'm like being still, in what
Yes.
is it? Like, not seen, but like she saw
Incognito
me
or something. Mhm.
incognito and like, I just feel like I feel like that's what people write about. It's just like my fans, and you get to see one that's actually being respectful
Right.
and acknowledging you
But
exist.
also being recognized as something that happens to famous people and non-famous people. So why is it so
Yes.
triggering? Like I just am confused why like
I
any
mean,
other
I'm sure she
person
would blame it on anxiety or something like that,
okay, but
but you
they
chose
didn't
the wrong
talk to your ass, bitch,
fields.
and they also didn't yes, that's the thing, it's like, I would love to be I was telling Julia the other day, like, growing up, I wanted to be a fucking pharmacist, I thought it was really cool to make medicine, but then I realized part of most of the job is standing in fucking CVS, and I was like, I don't want to do that, that's not
Mhm.
something I think I'm willing to do because I don't like that aspect of the job, so I'm not gonna be it. That is
Yeah.
what Chappell needs to have a conversation with. It's like, I would love to be a star. I went to Grammy camp, I wanna sing, I wanna get the bright lights, but I also don't want anyone to know who I am. So that part of the
Mhm.
job is significant. I probably shouldn't do it.
Right,
But
exactly. Maybe I should be behind the scenes
maybe it
and
should be
do
behind the scenes.
makeup
But I
for
get
her
or songwriting or something.
publicist.
But I
Yeah,
guarantee you the
songwriting.
reason why she said no is because she's making a lot of fucking money. Like,
And
she's
also
not gonna give it up.
I think she loves to I think she likes to be on stage, like,
Mhm.
she is very drama, like, like,
Mhm.
I feel like her whole act and, makeup and stuff is very like, you
It
want us to
is.
look at you
That's
and,
true.
like, be seen, and it's just like
She needs to be careful before she ends her career.
I mean, honestly, like, this girl I was following, it might be the same girl, shit. She was just talking about her, like, like, I wonder if she has any music, like, coming up or whatever. And she actually was, like, pulling tarot cards about it, like, she was just like, "What's going on with her music?" And it was like it's, like, very early, like, planting seeds, like, not even, like, they're the seeds aren't even growing yet, and it's just like, "Girl, you really need to be careful." Like, you had people come and go every day, we're all I mean, I'm not gonna say we're all waiting to see what you're gonna do next, but it's like you've been writing those songs for a little while now. It's like, what's happening now? Are we really an artist like Gaga who's churning them out, like giving us albums, like really living this shit?
I think
Or
she
are we just happen to
no.
get fumble and get here? It's just like
Mhm.
and it's just I also think,
You're just
you
not
know,
you have to go to a therapist. Like, there has to be somebody who breaks her ego and says, "You are not above people waving at you." And
I don't know if she's
to
gonna
me,
learn from
I
this.
think to me she has, because I do think this is hitting her like a ton of fucking bricks. Because only because
Right.
she is messing with
Career
like, I
consequences.
mean, literally, let's look up this guy. What is this guy's name? Let me look up how many followers he has on Instagram. What is this guy's name? The soccer player. Okay, here we go. Giorgino Ferrello. He has 5 million followers. This is someone who is on a team. Let's go to his team's page. What team is he on?
Mm.
Flamingo. Here we go. Flamingo, the team has 25 million followers. The team.
Oh my
Okay?
god.
The team.
All of his comments are Chappell Roan pictures from this girl. Like, people are being weird.
He was on prior to that, apparently the team Arsenal.
Mm.
31.9 million. The team. The team. Like, this is a global.
Yes,
Global. This
Alexis.
thing hit him like a ton of fucking bricks.
I mean, yes. I mean, the fact that he wrote that long, like, he spelled it out on his story. Let me see where it is. He said,
Like,
"I went
this
through
hit
a
her
very
like a
upsetting
ton of bricks.
situation with my family earlier today. My
I
wife
wanna say
is in
this.
St. Paulo for Lollapalooza. This
Mhm.
morning, my daughter woke up incredibly excited. She even made a sign because she was so happy to see an artist she
I
really
mean,
admired."
I just wanna say this, sorry.
Mhm.
I just picked a random NBA team. I said the Boston Celtics because I know that Boston has a strong sports culture. 8.4 million people.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying is how big of a star this person is. She
Yes.
absolutely will learn from this because it's hitting her like a ton of fucking bricks.
I agree. I agree. I mean, she's gonna have to learn something, like, her security team probably won't ever do that again. Like, mistake a child for
I mean, at this point, we're gonna see her kissing babies next week. Like, she's about to try to take a complete 360. I mean, the
ugh.
Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan, 10 million. Like, she has no idea what she just ran into.
Yeah, she had no idea. But that's the best part, like, honestly, this has definitely been juicy to watch because it's just
Mhm.
like, that's the best. Like, that is
She has
who
probably
else would
been
have
wreaking
made her
havoc
seen it?
in
She
these street
has been.
kids and people,
Right.
and they just didn't have the power to say shit. This is
Exactly.
crazy.
Yeah, you're right. She has been wreaking havoc.
This is crazy,
She's
but
been, calling her security on people,
just for looking.
like
Well, have you been seeing
right.
the, like, there's
She's
this
going to your
TikTok
show
of her,
later,
like,
bitch.
walking down the airport, and there's somebody that's just, like, literally so far in the distance, like, holding their phone up, like a normal fucking person. All she has to do is just walk and turn into her thing, and she literally
Mhm.
goes to her security and points the person out, and the
Oh
security
my
starts
god,
going to
I'm
her. It's
seeing
like,
it
the
now.
woman is crazy,
Ew.
and that's probably what she did to that 11-year-old girl.
No, for real. No, you're so right, Alexis.
Like, she's
Ew.
been wreaking havoc, and it's like she's now hit a match bigger
Right,
than the machine
bitch.
of
Who
Chappell
are
Roan.
you?
That are
Who
literally
are
saying, "Who
you?"
are
But
you?"
I'm telling you, people are white women be crazy. To be pointing out people like that, I've never seen a
Beyonce's
celebrity do
never
that.
done that.
Exactly,
Even in
Rihanna,
right?
like, we haven't seen them pointing out
Obama,
people.
Michelle Obama, like,
And
not
like you
like
said, she shouldn't be famous.
I mean,
If it's
people
that serious, girl, you
then you
need
need
to
to be Sia. Put on a fucking
and,
blanket
like,
when
the
you perform.
security is all aggressive, walking, pointing at you, like
She needs to be fucking Sia. Put on a fucking blanket when you perform so no one knows what you look like. Because it's just
yeah.
like, mama, the fuck? Because you clearly don't want that part of this job.
I think it's almost like you do, like, I think you love this, honestly.
She
I
gets
think
off
you
at like, leave me alone.
exactly, it's like, "I'm finally famous," like, it's like, "I just
Guys,
wanna
I
do
just
my
want to walk
art.
to the studio. It's
I
like,
just wanna
bitch.
make my art and get on stage and perform," like
Jesus.
we all have to deal with hard things, and more people are gonna be influencers and recognized, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you are not special, bitch, like, you are not special.
You're not, and it just costs you nothing to be kind. I think that's the other thing. It's like, it's not
Nothing.
boundary setting. At this point, she's just being mean, and it's just like,
Right,
it
you're
costs you
wreaking
nothing
havoc.
to be kind,
And it's
and
just
now
like, we
people are looking at you
see
as
your
mhm.
character and
And we
just
know it changes because did you see that video of her at the Grammys when Jamie Foxx, like, had his daughters and, like, stopped Chappell Roan and was like, like, "I just wanna let you know my daughter's a huge fan,"
mhm.
and she was hugging them, and
It's
it's like,
because
because you
she
knew they
knew,
exactly.
exactly, because you knew that they're
Exactly.
famous. I'm
There
sure
is
you
a
would never do that to Blue
exactly,
or
exactly,
Northwest, like, you just
exactly,
didn't know,
because
and
there's a
you to
social
assume that everybody's
right.
important.
She can climb the social ladder a little bit when she's nice to those people's kids, and had she had known this was Jude Law and this famous Brazilian
Yes,
soccer player's
never, she would
kid,
have done
she would
that.
have been taking a fucking picture with
She
them
would have
probably.
smiled,
Right.
right, exactly, she would have smiled and winked and been like, "Oh,
Mhm,
yeah, girl, we're gonna"
mhm.
like, I'm so over these people.
I'm over the fake shit. I'm over people thinking they're above us because they got
Yeah.
famous. I'm above it all. You like recognition it comes with the job. That is part of the job of being a celebrity because you have to show your brand. And if you don't want to be recognized, then you need to be either like
You knew
Sia or
what you
you
were
need
getting
to
into.
right.
And I know they're like, "It's different when you never know how it is until you get into it." It's
It's
just
been 3
like
years, bitch. It's been what, like 3 or 4 years since the album came out. At this point, you got to get used to it.
yeah, you have to. And
Like
be on some chill shit. Nobody's trying to fuck with you. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's really thinking about
no,
you.
I mean, you got banned from performing at the
Brazil,
biggest
right. You will never be Lady
concert.
Gaga.
You will never be
Like
Lady Gaga, your idol, because of your behavior with a child
right,
of a sport
right,
athlete. Like,
right.
it's
And honestly,
shameful.
you're crazy for like, don't you realize like I feel like if you were in a hotel like that, you would automatically assume, okay, people that are staying here may have some type of connections or like, just like this child, I feel like you should assume like if they are at this nice ass hotel, they could be related to somebody that is famous or has money or whatever.
Or you just let somebody walk past you and walk back. The bitch didn't even smile at you. Like, you just let the person look at you. Like, it's just so
We're gonna look
ridiculous.
at you, Chappell. Like, I wanted it to
Right.
be like them, like, "We're gonna look,
Just
Chappell."
now be like staring.
Right? It's just like,
Bitch,
"What are
like,
you gonna
grow
do?"
up. Like, I don't know. It's just not even Beyonce's like that. She'll even do a slight like wave to the car.
Oh
Like,
my god,
bitch, what
yes.
is
You need
wrong
to
with
learn
your
how to mind
ass?
your own business and, like, just
Right.
be in your own world. Maybe you need
Mhm,
to have a friend with you or
mhm.
something,
Or just don't go
but
out. You didn't
or
have to go
just
to
don't.
Paris Fashion Week. Like, you weren't a
Right, you
model.
didn't have to go to do this
You
festival
weren't walking.
either.
Like, you
Or
went for what?
you could get there, go on stage,
Back
and
entrance.
leave.
Right. You could have went in the back
Right.
entrance. Like, you could have
Never being
eaten
seen.
right. You could have eaten at on the deck. Like, what was the point? Like, and if you're like, well, I want the right to eat at the garden. Well, everyone else is also permitted to eat at the garden, bitch. So you're gonna have to
Exactly.
then be with common people. Like,
Right, you're gonna have to be perceived,
right.
like, trust me, I feel like we all make those choices all the
Yes.
time, you know what I'm saying? Like, we literally
Absolutely.
even if we're staying at a hotel, it's just
Yes.
like, "Do I wanna be
Around a bunch of people
seen
or
right
not.
now?"
Hmm. Right. I mean, literally, it's like when you go out, like, do I want to be around a bunch of people and have to talk? Okay, no, I don't want to do that. I'm sitting
Right.
on my fucking couch. Like people do that all the
Exactly.
time. Like,
I'm staying in.
right. I don't know. It's just I have no sympathy for it at this point. Like once you start crossing the line and being mean to
Me
like a vulnerable
either.
population, or just mean, there's nothing more I
Mm-mm.
can tell you other
It
than you
was
need to stop.
always giving, "You don't have to be here, girl." Like, it was always given, like, "Okay, we'll turn the," like, would you really rather that for just everybody to forget you exist?
No,
Like,
just with the Grammy camp. Okay, the bitch was dreaming of the day she won a Grammy. I
exactly.
want to be a star. Like that's literally probably what she was saying at the fucking Grammy thing. But anyway, let's
Yeah.
move on from her. I'm over it.
Let's move on.
We need to talk about the Knowles Carter family, y'all.
We do. They've been all up and down the
We'll start with
headline.
Mama Tina's gumbo, y'all. We weren't lying when we said on our 100th episode that it was
That's
bad because she
not
had
bad.
hella health violations to the point where they had to shut it down for 2 days. Everything from not properly like keeping the food overnight in the frozen like in the right freezer
Yeah.
temperatures to not reporting shit down in documentation. And so maybe the people who were saying it tastes like beef stew were actually not right because possibly the food just wasn't in a good state to eat.
I just am like, wow, like there was real, the reports of the real health
But
violations
also,
of
like,
like the frozen food not
I'm
being kept
shocked though because
frozen.
this is Beyonce who I feel like leaves no stone unturned with things. So it's so weird to me that they didn't go through every documentation and paperwork for these health codes. I'm not saying I don't
Right.
believe it, but I'm just saying like it's shocking that this is something that slipped.
No, I agree. I feel like it is definitely shocking. It's like, you know, a bit embarrassing to have to close and then open. I agree. Like, things usually are tip top shape and it is weird to see like things not be, in
Mhm.
order. Like you
Mhm.
expect like things to be done like properly and um safely and stuff. And so
Mhm.
I just feel like, yeah, like somebody said they got sick. Like they got sick from it and so, I mean,
Mhm.
I believe the people when they're saying, like, that they didn't like, that it wasn't that great or that it
Mhm.
was, like, beef stew or whatever, or, like, not necessarily gumbo. Um,
But I just wanted to bring it up, but we don't have to
but
spend
it
longer on
is
it.
just kind of, I don't know, like, that being in the sphere of all the headlines with the family right now is definitely interesting. I'm curious what
So
they think about that, you
let's
know?
get into that, but let's first just say the rest of the stuff. So then, um, Juelz, Solange's
Yes,
son, was
son,
seen with Tommy Lee over the last couple of days, like giving her back rides, kissing her. Mind you, Tommy Lee is. Can you pull up her age?
Tommy Lee.
You said she's what?
She's 41,
Okay, she's
and
41.
so
And
Jules
what is
is
his age?
21.
20-year difference, clean. Okay. Um, so
Mm-mm-mm.
that was a lot of just like ghetto shit.
I
And
know, it was like, "What the fuck?" Like,
if y'all
Jules
don't
just out here being young
say who
and
Tommy Lee is, she was on Love and Hip Hop. She was on
yes, she was
Black. Wait,
loving
what else
hip-hop.
was she on? Was she on Black Ink Crew? She was on Love and Hip Hop. Was she on
I
Baddies?
don't know. I know she's on Love and Hip Hop.
She became famous from, yes, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So this is the caliber, to be honest. Like, that's the caliber of, we're talking about here. With Juelz,
I know, the niece of I mean,
the
nephew of
niece of
Beyonce.
Beyonce,
The
okay? Like,
nephew.
I mean, you're right, sorry, nephew. Mm. And then it
It
all
was
culminates
very crazy.
with Jay-Z having
Well,
a
wait.
apology tour. Go ahead.
Did you see what Tommy Lee wrote? You said
No,
apology
what did she
tour.
say?
So she like posted, let me see. She was basically like kind of shut it down. She definitely got the call. Like she definitely got a call. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? I'll keep looking for it.
Well, she apparently made a statement. If we find it, we'll bring it back up. But this all culminates with Jay-Z and his like sympathy run right now he's going on where he's, preparing to do a headlining tour or just one night only 2 night only concert possibly thing at
It's
Yankee
three.
Stadium. 3 nights.
So he's doing the Roots picnic and then
Okay.
he's doing 3 nights at the
Yankee
Yankee
Stadium.
Stadium, which he dropped the 3rd night, like, today.
And it's the
So,
anniversary of the Blueprint, right, in the Black
um,
Album?
and Reasonable Doubt.
Oh, Reasonable Doubt, I'm sorry. And so he's now, doing a press run. He's doing interviews, and a lot of shit he said to me, I'm seeing on Twitter is people just calling him a fucking idiot and a coon and, like, the biggest sellout and just, like, he's going to hell, basically.
Alexis not going to hell.
That's what everyone's saying
Um,
on my timeline. I don't know what you're
that
saying.
is so funny. No, I'm definitely seeing him be dragged.
Mhm.
People I do have, I was told to tell the people that
You
one
have
of my
a s
friends is going to all the shows, okay? Like, very happy
she's a
that
Jay-Z
he
lover, okay?
yeah, so there is excitement around it, but I mean, with today, a GQ interview dropped where Jay-Z was interviewed as well. They did like a sit down interview as well as like a written
Mhm.
interview with like a photo shoot. Like it's a spread. And I did watch the 38-minute GQ interview. And yeah, it was just I'm definitely on the side of it just seems ingenuine in some ways. And a lot of what he said was problematic. Like, a lot of the takes that he said about
I
being a
agree.
billionaire and out of
Mhm.
touch. Like, he was
Mhm.
like, "I never took advantage of people. That's not my legacy, how I got here. Like, it's not taking advantage of
Jeez.
people." It was such, like, a weird interview because it was just like, "Ask me anything, but not really." Like, it was just like, "Ask me
And
anything," but this is like a fan, like,
and that's what I
asking
was
him
gonna say, and they
questioning.
definitely, made sure that the person asking the interviews is not equipped to challenge him in anything.
Yeah, because he is a super he was literally quoting bars and, like, "What did you mean by that?" Like, it's like, this man has
It's
got a
a
chance to sit down.
fan, man.
Oh my god, he was a fan. So it's just like, he did his best to just ask about whatever, but he did not, challenge, like, he did not have a rebuttal for anything. Um So let's circle back. Like, first of all, with Jules, what do you think Solange thinks about that? And Beyonce, like, do you think Tommy Lee got a call and was just like, "What the fuck are you doing with my son?" Like, you know?
I think that she definitely maybe got, like, a call or a text from not Solange, but someone who's an associate just being like, "Yo, she's probably not happy." But also, like, I wanna be very careful when I say this, but it's like I just wanna know what's going on with Joel's in his, like, mind and, like, what he would say about his upbringing and stuff because it's just like, this is not the first time he has been, like, in mess. Like, he has been in I remember one time these text messages got linked where
Oh,
the
yeah.
one girl was like, basically saying she was pregnant with his baby, and he was like, "Well, then get rid of it, da, da, da," all this shit, and, like, it's like, I it just seems as though, like, he might just be messy, and I just want to know why.
I mean, he's 21,
He's 21, but why are
so
you
he's young, and
Yes, he is, that's true.
I feel like he's probably trying to find himself.
That's
I
true.
don't know if you saw how
Maybe this is acting
he
out.
hosted, like, an LGBT event. Did you hear about that?
And what does that, like, have to do with what we're saying? Like,
Well,
he hosted it in
like,
what?
recently, he hosted at a gay bar,
Mhm, mhm.
and he was just, like, sitting there and, like,
Excuse me.
not really interacting at all, like, just very much just, like, sitting,
Hosting
and then,
it?
like yes, like,
Mm,
he was hosting it. Like,
mhm,
he got a check to be there, I'm sure.
mhm.
And so people are just like, "Why would you invite him?" Like, like,
Oh, I did hear about
he's
this.
like straight
Yes,
man and
yes,
like
yes.
he never gave like advocate, but like, he's related to Beyonce and
Yeah.
she's a big advocate. So it seemed like a miss in terms of like aligned branding. And maybe he was trying
Mm.
to show that he was, an ally, which I think is cool. I kind of think that this whole Tommy Lee thing is, from that, like, all the press about him being at a gay bar, now he's like, "Okay, I gotta pop out with somebody and be like, I'm straight." You know what I mean? I feel like men are but I'm just like, why not somebody your own age?
I
Why
just
Tommy Lee? And
I
what is
just think
Tommy
it's
Lee doing with this
messy.
21-year-old?
I feel like one thing that's exposing is that, like, all families have their fucking shit. It's like, at the end of the day, Mama Tina has our gumbo fiasco. He had to he's with Tommy Lee. It's like, there's no perfect image. As much as Beyonce likes to show, like, the perfect
Oh
family at
my
times,
god.
there
There is
is
chaos
no
behind the scenes,
exactly,
you
there's
guys,
chaos just like everybody
for
else,
sure.
and they
Probably
and
more
it's
than
just
us.
and it's like, I think they try very hard through NDAs, through privacy to show this image of a family that is completely stable all the time and we're good and everything's love. And, we have our children fall in line, da 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 da. I think about that picture of Solange and Jay-Z right after the elevator fight. Like, there's a lot of
Right.
effort going into that. But at the end of the day, it's just as messy as the rest of us because it's just a lot. Like, I mean, at 21, I was finding myself, I was I was doing whatever I wanted, but I wasn't with a 40-year-old. I don't know. It's just like it's a lot.
It's just like, did you wanna why did you do this with this
And post
person?
it. And
With this
post it.
person. I mean, I truly I do think he probably is trying to be with a like, show that he's with a woman
But
and show that he's
there are
not gay.
jewels. You can be with any woman. You could be with a
Right. That's what I
21-year-old
don't
baddest
get.
bitch in the game.
That's what I don't get. Like, why
I
this
think it's more deeper. I think it's chaos. I think it's just chaos. That's why I said I would love to talk to him, because to me, it's like, this is Joel's, like, you could literally find anyone that is your
but it's
age.
just like, why are you even around this person?
I think attention, it's like, he must be in rooms where he's with type of celebrities of this, like, level or higher,
Older
and he
people,
knows that it
maybe.
would go viral to kiss her. I think it's all about attention.
And I know she also, like, so she apparently this was on Snapchat. Celebrities make money on Snapchat, or like people make money on Snapchat.
Mhm,
Um, so like a viral moment on Snapchat. But it's
mhm.
just I'm just looking at her too. I'm just like, why are you kissing him?
I
Like,
am looking at her too, because 'cause I'm like, at the end of the day, you're 40, you know better.
you're
You
41.
wouldn't want your fucking child, if you had a child, or if I don't know if she does, but it's like nobody would want their child to be with somebody who's 20 years older, especially at 21. She knows
Yeah.
better. I don't know if
You
he's
gonna
fully
have him
developed.
all in the tabloids and shit.
Yeah, and she
Like,
knew what she was doing. She knows that this is somebody, like, anyone that's close to Beyonce is currency to go viral. So she knew what she was doing, but to me, I'm like, "You know better." It's actually more disgusting for her because this is a 21-year-old. Like, yes, he's an adult
yeah,
technically,
regardless. It's like
but
you have no respect for
I mean, it's just
Solange as a mother. Like, she's
inappropriate.
older than
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna
Solange.
say. It's not even about, to me, like, respect. It's just like, you know better. Like, it's like, even if you were not famous, like, it would be inappropriate, like,
I feel like it's yes, like, I agree. It is completely inappropriate regardless of, like, if, we know who the mom is or whatever. But if I was Solange, I'd be like, "Excuse me, bitch? Like, what? You are older than me, and you are" I
I mean,
would
it's just
just I
inappropriate. Like,
mean,
there's
like,
just
are you
it's
crazy?
inappropriate, it's weird, but I'm just like, I wanna know what that family group chat looks like between Solange and Beyonce and Tina right now, because
And
I'm sure they
Angie.
talked about it, and Angela. I'm sure they've talked about it. Like, "Did y'all see that video of
Of
Joel's?" Like,
course. No, I'm telling you, I think that she might have Tommy Lee might have gotten a call to be like,
take it
"You
down.
better knock the fuck off. Like, what the fuck do
Why
you
do you
think
think
this is?"
that?
Because the disrespect of this being my son, and
But why do you
he's
think that Solange made a
21.
call?
Because
Did
he's
something happen? Did she say
21.
something that showed that she might have gotten
Oh,
bullied?
well, I told you she posted something and it was like, let me see what it was.
Okay, she posted, "LOL, this was fun. Hate to break it to you. I'm not that type of girl."
See?
Hashtag next topic. But what does that mean? I don't know
I'm
what that
just
means.
saying she's trying to close out this conversation and, like, be like,
Okay.
"Oh, like, keep it cute, da da
Well,
da
it
da
was on
da."
the heels of the Hove stuff, so I wonder if they were just like, "This is gonna take away from, like, we know the unfolding of the interviews that are about to come out."
Alexis, I will tell you right now, 41-year-old dating my 20-year-old
Of course, it's
21-year-old
inappropriate.
son, she got a call like, she was like, "Take that shit
But that
down,
shit
don't
didn't happen with
forget."
Beyonce. She was 19 dating a 30-something-year-old. That's still
I
20 year difference, and
know,
he didn't get a call.
but
Like,
it's
I don't know.
Solange's
Maybe their family is okay
son.
with it because they would look like hypocrites to not be.
Solange didn't have power to okay that. You know what I
But
feel like
Mama Tia as a mother and and Mike, what is it? No, what's his name?
I just
Daddy.
I
He had daddy's right to say something.
I
He
know,
didn't.
but I just feel like Solange has more sense than that. Like, you know what I
Mm.
mean? Like, I feel like Solange is just like, "What the fuck, bitch? Like, are you crazy? You're
No, I agree with you.
41."
I agree with
So, I think that if anything was, like, unexpected in terms of this whole, Jay-Z's interviews dropping today. And I think yeah, I think they got a call from the camp, or like you said, somebody that was close to them, like, "You need to, like, stop because you're gonna get a cease and desist or something." And also you just don't wanna be on the wrong side of that family.
I
Anyways,
agree. You don't wanna be on the wrong side, and I think that's true, but I guess in my mind, I'm just like,
especially on Solange's bad side, I wouldn't wanna be. Um, anyways, so what do you think about this return of Jay-Z
I
back to the
don't care.
stage?
Like, literally, like, somebody tweeted, like, "Gen Z can't name 5 fucking Jay-Z songs," and I'm like, "Right?" Like, I don't care. I think he thinks he's more relevant than he is. I'm not saying powerful, I'm saying relevant. I think he thinks he's more relevant than he is. I think he has a very specific audience at this point.
For
Be
sure. I think he knows that.
and I think to me, I'm not impressed by anything he says. I don't think he's a genius. I actually
Mm-mm.
to me, it's truly like this to me is another Tuesday. I un I
I
think
agree.
Beyonce can do better.
I
I
agree.
think he has a bigger ego than
Yes.
what he's qualified for to have.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I think that
I
alone
agree, Alexis.
the w and I feel like he's exposing that to me in his interviews
Every time
because
he talks,
yeah, every time he
yeah.
talks, because the biggest thing that everyone's trolling for him for is that he basically said a quote of like, "Not all billionaires can be bad," and I think even there are noted billionaires on the record saying that they shouldn't exist because of how bad it is. So for like, it's just, like, so interesting to me that
It's
he
just
has that
like
critique. I don't even care to get into it, but it's just like, he's dumb.
no, my thing is like, I wanna get into it because I feel like, first of all, the example that he used was very it's like a condescending tone
Mhm.
that
It
assumes that the
is.
audience is not
Very smug.
yeah, and just aware of,
Mhm.
like,
That we're
especially
stupid.
this yeah, that we're stupid and just,
Mhm.
like, you can talk in this way of, like, morality is, like,
Mhm.
what does your character like, you can't put a
Mm.
number on the like, if tomorrow we say millionaires are bad, like, what's the number? And it's just like, well, first of all, we talked about that on the podcast before. There is a certain number, I forget what it is, but it's like, um it might be $299 million. If you go over that, it's like you don't feel that
Mhm.
resistance of like you can't get anything you want on the
Mhm.
dime. But it's just lazy
Mhm.
talking points, and it's
Mhm.
just like
And
you're
it's just
still
like
saying the same story, bro. Like he was still
right.
talking about like, you
I sold
know,
drugs.
or
You
just like
sold
I
drugs
got a
less.
deal.
Oh, go
He's just
ahead.
like, I was unscathed. The best thing that happened for me was that I didn't get a record
This
deal,
is my
and
thing. At a
yeah,
certain point, you have to, like, kind of like how we said with Chappell Roan, it's been 3 years now, you have to, like, now speak in the point of, like, you're in the industry. It is now the majority of Jay-Z's life has been a multimillionaire than it has been as someone who was in the project selling drugs, trying to make it. So at this point, the talking point as if, like, it's so ingrained in you those years when the majority of your life is not
right.
that, is just hard. It's tone deaf. It's just tone
Oh
deaf.
my god,
Then
right,
also, of course, a billionaire is gonna say it's not fucking bad. Like, I guess,
right.
like, it's just so like, that was just the weirdest thing to me. I'm like,
But it's just like, who are you talking to? Like, are you talking to people that are like, "You're right, I guess, like, being a billionaire is not bad." It's like,
right?
no, there is scientific like, this is a fact.
There are
Like,
people who are
this is a
PhD holders who study capitalism,
yes.
and they are experts in the field that say it's bad. So, of course, I'm not gonna take the word of a billionaire who has vested interest in that being the narrative.
Right, and I
Dumbass.
think I think he also is very much overestimating his likability and,
Mhm. Mhm.
like, that this will work because Beyoncé doesn't talk to us for a reason. Because,
Mhm.
like, you can't make this sound good. Like, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, you can't have the capitalist conversation
Mhm,
and, like, skate around it and whatever. So I
mhm.
do think it's very, it just shows his ego that he's like, thinks that this will go over well to say that and say such a poor response. Like,
Mhm.
it's just like, this is
But I'm
crazy.
also like, do you not have PR around you? Like, I guess I'm just like
But
like,
they're sticking with what they've
it's
always
just
said,
such bad
Alexis.
PR at a certain point that it's just hard for me that these people still have jobs. I'm like, if that's the case, hire me because I don't agree with you, but I could spin it better. Like this is it's like it's
For
not landing.
sure.
If you're not a stan, it's not landing. And it would be
Mm-mm.
shocking to me if he doesn't see that. Like and so it's just weird to me. It's weird branding
I
because it's like
mean, but they're focusing on the, sold out shows, which obviously, a lot of people buy, like the resale shit is so annoying in this like day and age. But,
mhm.
he's like, I'm selling out these shows and I don't know, like the tone deafness of it all is just it just felt very gaslighting. And then I also couldn't grapple with the fact that he wants to be some type of visionary for the culture of, like, the
You're
future,
not. We see you as a sellout.
but also at the same time, talk about, like, I don't know if you saw where he said, "This is the system that we've been given, like, I'm a realist, like, I'm not, like, an
Mhm, I did
idealist
see
or
that.
whatever." And it's just
Again,
like
very conservative talking point.
exactly. It's
Like,
just
no
like
radical change happens when someone just says, "Well, I
exactly.
guess just the Jim Crow's laws exist. I guess I'll go to the other water fountain."
And
Like, no.
can you imagine,
Martin
that's
Luther
why
King didn't have a dream, bitch.
exactly, but it's like but at the same time, you want us to hold you at this effect of, like,
Mhm,
you're a
mhm.
protector of the culture and
Right.
whatever, so it's just like, don't you understand you're contradicting yourself in this
And it's
interview?
harmful. Like, it's just like you're
Oh my
telling like,
god, some of
I
the
feel
talking
like
points he said are not gonna age well
it's
at
not gonna age well, but
all.
it's also coming from someone that I think is an idiot. Like, I hate to say it that clearly, but it's just like, there's no one who cares about the culture that's gonna say, "Don't like, view it as a very realist and don't be act like revolutionary thinking." Because if that was the case, we all would have just, like I said, been like, "Okay, well, I guess I'll just go to segregated schools. Like, let's not dream a bigger," or "Okay, like, let's not think about a world where we could have
Oh
universal health
my
care.
god,
Let's
what a
just have
waste that
bad
you
health
have
care."
$1 billion,
Right,
like,
give it to
what a
me. Let me
waste.
dream with it. Shit.
Right, exactly. That's the whole point. It's just like that's what the people are screaming. It's just like you have a voice and you actually you've amassed this
It's really
wealth
sad. Mhm.
and you are like and he's literally Alexis, he doesn't give a fuck. Like
And with the system that we have, what are you going to do? Um, because I don't believe in that the idea that someone has a certain amount of money it defines their personality.
So when you have like an example like that versus like the kind of, I would say, commonplace public perception that someone would say all billionaires are bad or no one should have $1 billion, like
Yeah,
what's the tension in that?
I got to give you the honest answer.
Please.
There's no tension.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what you say.
about
Well, we don't give a fuck about you, sir.
right, it's just like you are so like so
You're triggering
brazen with
me.
it. Like what the fuck? Um
I don't know how she sleeps at night with him. I'm
Girl,
sorry.
I know,
If
I
this is what
literally
she has
am
to
like,
deal with on a daily basis when it comes to
"Girl."
just normal day-to-day arguments and disagreements and shit, I would not be able to stand it. But it makes total sense in a dynamic where one person is significantly older than the other. So they have
Right.
this elder, wise, like type of dynamic, and that has a power. There's a differential in power with like with
Girl,
money, with gender, with age. I can
yes.
absolutely see how it's working that way.
Oh my god, and I do not like how whenever he talks about Beyonce, he says, "My
I
wife."
know he says my wife,
And it's
and
just
I
like
think he thinks it's endearing.
right, it's like, "Grow up." Just say, like, I was at, like it's not endearing, it's to me, it's very triggering and, like, it feels like ownership. It can't just be like, "Yeah, me and B," or, whatever he calls her, like not my wife, like, it just sounds very like you own her.
Mm, mm, mm.
It just doesn't come out right, and then another thing he was talking about so, like, they start off the interview with saying, like
Jesus.
he's like, all of 2015 or 2025 was defense. It was all defense, and like, this year is offense. It's all offense. Oh my god, I just had a thought. I'm like, I'm really scared that we're about to get a joint album for this third act. But anyways,
She has to know we don't want to
I'm
see
gonna
that
circle
shit.
back to that. But so he starts off the interview. He's like, "I'm glad you started off with that." Just like dove right in, and like with the lawsuit last year, like I was like heartbroken last year.
Yeah, that
He
too. I
said
just didn't care.
I was uncontrollably angry.
I saw that.
And I'm
I
just like,
just
what does that mean?
I just think he's saying everything he thinks that, like, he should say. Like, literally, I rolled my eyes. I was like, "I don't care." Like, I just
And
don't
then
care.
he said, Alexis, then he said, he was like, when people put those accusations out, like, you have to be like so sure about, like, I don't know. It was not giving the talking points of like, we believe victims. It was just like, are you sure you want to say that? Like, it was just, it just was not, it wasn't good. It wasn't like you said, you're not being coached by like a PR person that's telling you, especially when you're pictured with R. Kelly and Harvey Weinstein, like over your career, Diddy, like they didn't even ask about that. I just want to ask, like, well, how do you feel about Diddy? And he's just like, they kind of skated over that by talking
I'm
about like
sure.
last year, and I was heartbroken, and like, he said, my
I
family
don't respect
held me
anybody's
up.
interview. I don't believe anyone's interview unless they sit down on one-on-one with me. That's what I'm at that point. Because at that point I know that that I choose the questions, nothing was vetted, there's no softball shit, they don't know what to expect. Until then, I don't respect any of it. I expect it to all be pancakes, like, cakewalks.
Right.
And I don't respect it. I don't know how she sleeps with this
I
man
know,
at
but it's
night.
fun to talk
It is
about.
funny to talk about, but it's just like
Not
triggering to me
funny.
to the point where it's like hard to talk about it sometimes because it's so triggering because it's like I don't believe he should have the power that he has. I don't
Right.
think he's a good
But this
person.
is beyond, this is like, we're talking about, we love to talk about Beyonce. It's like, this is the
I don't know
real
what's wrong with
shit.
the woman now. Like when I think about him, I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with her. Like at this point, I think something's wrong with her. To be able to at this point make a family, have babies, protect him, double down, put him in your music, talk about
I
how you're gonna
know.
hold him down.
No,
It's
that's it.
embarrassing at a point. Like it's embarrassing. It makes me think she might not be that smart because I'm just like at the end of the day, like it she cannot possibly look at this interview and say, "Good job, baby." She can't. And so that's why I'm just like,
Do you feel like this has interrupted for you or like messed up the rollout of Act 3 at all? I feel like we were just getting excited about it, and then it's just like Jay-Z just
well,
comes out of nowhere about it.
no, it just makes me think Act 3 might be a little it's gonna happen after the concert, like when she releases it. I don't think she's gonna do anything that's going to like out overshine his sales and his whatever. But I think that I don't think it damages. Beyonce is in an anomaly where it's like she is in a bulletproof jar. It's like it literally
For
Jay-Z was
you.
in the Epstein list and it still didn't break her. So it's just like I
I'm talking
literally
about personally.
oh,
Your
you're saying like if there's inner turmoil between them two because of this?
No, your personal like Act 3
Oh, okay, got it.
anticipation,
It doesn't change
like
my anticipation, but I think what as I get older, I just get more and more mature on my outlook with Beyonce, and I know what to expect, which is like I respect her as a musician, I enjoy it, but I don't think I would like her as a person. I always say that, and so this, if anything, it goes into that bucket where it's just like this is another thing that like I don't like about her, and I hate that she's with him, and I'm sure she's co-signing everything he said, so we probably have different values. But as far as Act 3, I'll still be just excited.
okay. And
What about you?
then, it definitely is for me, it does a little bit. Like it kind of is like, okay, like we're doing offense all year. It's just like, are you talking about Act 3 too? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, is this a family, business, and we're doing offense all year? Act 3 is a part of that. Because a lot of what he was saying too was like, he was saying that a lot of his lyrics, like he hasn't been putting out music because he had a lot of anger, and like he didn't know if it would be helpful or something. And it's just like,
It's like that's what I'm saying. It's like hearing that it makes me roll my eyes. It's like it's the world's smallest violin. I will never feel that sad for him. Like, that's just what it is. Unless something tragic and I don't even want to speak on what I mean by tragic. It's the world's smallest violin. Like, I roll my eyes when he talks about he was angry. I don't give a damn. You were angry in a mansion with Beyonce. I don't care.
I feel like with Blue, he definitely mentioned her in the interview.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Made me laugh because I'm just like,
And then like
what
she
else?
wore his name on his
Yeah, it made me
back.
laugh because I was like, what can't Blue do? Can Blue fly a fucking plane too? Can she fucking somersault in the air and do, go to the Olympics? Like, the way they talk about Blue, she sounds like a damn, what is it called? What is it called? A facade, or what is it called when you're like really, really
Yeah,
good at something?
everything.
Like the way
Well,
she
his
can
point was
apparently
that he
paint, she can
wasn't
do
good at
piano.
that.
He says she has perfect pitch. She's a pianist. She
I
can hear
know.
everything.
She
It's like,
said that.
at this point, I'm like, Mama Tina says she's a good songwriter, but she can also sing, but she can also write poems. Like, at this point, what can Blue not do? Like, that's what I literally was laughing at.
I believe
Because
it.
I'm
These
like,
kids are kind of talented.
I believe
Like
they're
North
talented, but
drawing
ain't
like that.
nobody like that. Like, I'm telling you, from a former teacher, I've taught in
You're
some
so
dynamic, amazing kids that I think one day could be president. But I would never
Not
sit here
one
and
day.
lie to your face because they have, like, that's how much I believe in them. But I would never sit here and lie in your face and basically say they can do everything in the book. Like, that I'm telling you, it's a crack of shit. Like, I'm sorry.
Obviously, they have their bias. This is like,
But it just made me roll my eyes. Like, I started laughing. I'm like, what can she do at this point? Can she fly a plane? Like, what can she do? But as far as
I'm more saw it from the perspective of just him bringing it up, and just I feel like
think
it's
he
just such
thinks
a
it's him
shield
being like
for
a
him.
dad. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It is a shield. It's like he is saying the things he thinks he needs to say. That is what I got from everything. Whenever he talks about Blue, it doesn't seem genuine. I'm sure he loves her, but like him being like, she wore Jay-Z in the back of her t-shirt, and that was it's like literally, I was literally rolling my eyes reading that. Like, it landed flat. Like, and that's why I'm just saying, like, I hope they have PR knowing this, because everyone I saw retweeted that being like, LOL, not like,
it's a mess right now.
And why on earth would that be something you want to share? Because why is a 13-year-old, 12-year-old girl have that awareness of what's going on in the weight of her shoulders that she needs to put her fucking dad's name on her back? Like, that is not something I would be proud of. It's to me, it sounds like you're wreaking fucking havocs in your fucking house. It looks like you're wreaking havoc to the point where she's looking at your emotional state, being like, I gotta show my daddy I care and I'm down.
Right.
That's why I'm just like, it's not landing. It's actually weird.
Exactly, Alexis. And that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, and it's like, the people want this from, like, I don't know.
No.
It is giving older and out of touch.
He's out of touch. People don't want it. He's just out of touch.
And people are like, as much as people say the literacy rates are down, like, people are millennials and people that have been learning and doing the work, and like, we are smart. Like, we have so much access to information.
Because I mean, it's just like, it's just weird. It's like, even when my brother passed away when I was in the 4th grade, I had never, my dad, my parents, my sister, I mean, my mom and my dad, processed that together and alone. And when they told us they were composed, they were together, I never once saw them breaking down, because I think they understood they don't want me to have that. They already know that I was healing and going through my thing. They don't want me to be in that mindset. That's why I'm just like, it didn't land with me, because I'm like, why on earth would your daughter have the awareness of your emotional state to the point where she knows that she needs to show she's down for you and put on your name on the back of her shirt? It's about you. It sounds like you turned a moment that was really about Blue and completely made it about you.
And also, like, I'm sure you've gotten so many lawsuits, you know what I'm saying? Like,
why is this the one?
Why is this one like,
this seems like the one you would want to hide the most, not her to know.
But also, it's just like, it's just weird that
he's weird.
He's just like, literally, like, it's not like I could not take a settlement, like it wasn't in my DNA. It's just
well,
like,
I'm sure you couldn't, because you have the money to intimidate
witnesses. Why are you still talking to
allegedly.
us about this one? Like, if we're going to talk about lawsuits, like, let's open up the book and find out, like,
and let's talk about, I mean, there are people on record saying they've been intimidated, like, so that's what I'm just saying, like, it's also, it's so sad, because
and
it's
I'm
also
just like, sir, I'm
hard for me to believe even him being like, I couldn't settle. Well, it's like, well, you have the money to basically control
Exactly.
law, like and also bully someone into settling or
Right.
to
What
dropping
does
charges because
settling
they
even
don't
look like
have the
for
money
Jay-Z?
to
You know what I'm
go up
saying?
with you.
You wanted
So
to make an example out
I'm
of
just
this
done with
man,
it. Honestly, I'm sorry.
you
It's
know?
triggering to me. Like
I
it's
mean,
just
I like talking about it
I
because it's
can't
just
talk
like
about him. I can't.
it's just like
It makes my
Beyonce
blood
is with
boil. I
him.
know, and I'm
It's
happy to talk about
crazy.
Beyonce, but it's like I hate men. I already don't care about men, and so it's just like to then talk about an evil man. It takes a lot. It drains me, and then also I'm just like, it's just not in good faith. Like nothing he has said is in good faith, so it's just hard because it's just like
He also
we can.
talked about stan culture and how like we are not like the president,
You better
like
not come for the
he said
beehive.
the white ring agenda
I
is
saw that, and I'm like, sure, you were
and then
sitting down
he's
with the
like
Kushners. Don't talk to me about White Ring.
exactly.
You
It's
work
just
with the
like
NFL. Don't talk to me about. That's what I'm
my
saying. It's
thing
just
is
not in
just
good
like
faith.
just my thing, yes, it's not. And it's just like just stop talking to us. I know people want to hear him talk, but
And that's the thing. He doesn't have to talk.
I
He
don't think that this interview is gonna age well at
and
all.
he
Like
didn't have to talk. He could have just showed up at Yankee Stadium and people would have been fine
yeah,
with that.
period. No, there's a he recorded this in January at the beginning of this year. And yeah.
He has
I
fucking
am
problems, dog.
it is weird. It is a
Something's wrong with this
weird
man.
yeah. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, sir. Like, I just feel like this is not like innocent behavior. You know what I mean? Like it just feels weird for you to go this hard, like, because there's been other accusations, I'm sure. Like, nobody thinks that Jay-Z is a saint. Like, there is plenty of things with
No.
Foxy Brown being too young to be on the song. Like, just things like that. And this is the one, like, and if you really want, like, that's my thing too. It was just so weird of towing the line. Like, if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it. Like, how does it feel to have these ties to R. Kelly, who's in jail, Harvey Weinstein, who's in jail, Diddy, who's in jail? Like, how do you reconcile with that? How do you sleep at night? Like, I don't know. I'm over it. I'm over him, but I'm curious to see, like, it does mess it up a little bit. Like, girl, your man's out here talking and not sounding smart, not sounding revolutionary at all, sounding
Mm.
very tired and like not what we need to hear at this moment of I'm sure this is like we said, like it's inspiring from somebody, like that just wants to hear Jay-Z songs. But I just hate that he just feels like he is the face of the culture somehow. You know what I mean? Like, I
He
truly
does,
do
and that's
feel
just
like he feels
ego.
like
No one's
that.
giving it to him. It's just ego, so he can have it. It's just like it's just ego. He's horrible.
That's crazy. It's just
It is,
like
but to me, it's nothing other than ego. It's just ego.
and he's just like, he doesn't care if people call him a capitalist. Like, okay, we get where
Okay,
you stand. Like, we
that's
see
fine.
where you stand all the way 10 toes down. And I
Mhm.
think that's actually, I think it's like fine. It's like, it's actually good to hear you not try to placate, but he literally said, "What the fuck? I'm fucking Jay-Z. I'm fucking Hove," making it clear no one can challenge.
Okay. I hate
Last
him.
thing I want to say is I think it's funny because I think that you would just be so annoyed with him.
I
Of
usually
just,
see how I am. I'm just like
I
it's
know.
like it's at a point where I'm just like I
This is
don't
my
care.
last thing. My last he said that like how he just is he's the historian of hip hop, so he's just like with hip hop there was the DJs and there was the breakdancing and there was the battle rap and like I think we're done with battle rapping and it's just like sir, you are not the voice for the culture.
Just ego.
And why don't you want us to talk about like maybe because it's getting a little too close to home, you don't want anybody to come for
Mhm.
you? Anyways, I'm done.
Ego as hell. It's just ego.
I'm done.
Mm, mm,
Beyonce
mm.
gotta get her man, but whatever.
She can stand
It's
behind him while I
it's just
laugh.
life is just messy. People are messy. I think that's the moral of the story, but I do wish that better people had the power at this point.
Mhm.
But
Yes.
all right, well, let's wrap it up.
Fuck you. Jay-Z. Yep, let's wrap it up. It's been great. This was fun. Please
Yes,
follow
this
us.
was
You already
fun.
know.
Yep,
And
we're coming out. We'll be here next week. Be right here.
until next time, y'all.
Till next time.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening. Remember to email us your discussion topics at whoamitojudgepod@gmail.com. Also, remember to subscribe to Who Am I to Judge podcast on Spotify and everywhere you get your podcast. If you love us, please rate us and review. And if you don't, leave us alone. Tell a friend to tell a friend. See y'all next week. Bye, friends.